Okay, hey everyone, I hope you're having a good day. So I wanted to take the time to make this video that I've been wanting to do, but for whatever reason I've kept postponing it. But I think it's time for me to just go ahead and do the best I can to teach you. Now, I am a rep with Monat, and I've been with Monat over a year, a little more than a year. And it has taken me some time to quite understand the reasoning how Monat actually works, but now that I get it, I'm going to do my best to explain it to you with the visual, right? Now, I don't have a lot of notes because I'm trying to do this as natural as I can. And yeah, so here we go. So how does Monat work, right? Let's say you already seen other people use it, and then they're like, oh, you follow someone and we just keep talking about it, like try Monat is the best hair care you could possibly use. And for me, it has been that, and for a lot of people around you, me and my friends and family and women I've met, right? So how does Monat really work? So let's say this is your hair strand, right? This is, you were born with it. This is who you are, your baby, and it's nice and healthy. But then we become probably middle school. I think that's when we start wanting to do different stuff, right? And then you want to probably maybe change the color or do some highlights. And then, yeah, probably at age 14 you want to do that. Middle school, 13, 14, I wanted to do that when I was like 11 or 12, and I did do it, and it was terrible. But anyway, so then you start wanting to do things to your hair, right? And then you start like, okay, you get it, done. And then you start ironing your hair with the actual iron, like what we did before. So then your hair starts like coming apart a little bit. So bear with me, I'm gonna do my best to demonstrate that. And then you start blow drying it, right? And then putting a lot of heat, and then your blow dryer is like on the highest heat temperature. And then you get your strainer, and it's just like $20, and then it's strainers. And then, but maybe you're like, okay, no, maybe I could use the actual iron because it's faster. So then it starts getting, a little bit more crazy out here, and then you're like losing some hair. So, and then what do? Then you get tired of being a brunette, or maybe you're blonde and you want to become a brunette. Then you you change colors with time, and then you want to start doing something different because, a lot of us, or a lot of women, I shouldn't say us, women, we get tired of our hair, our natural hair. And by all means, this is my natural hair. I've never dyed it, never colored it. I did 2 highlights when I was like probably 10 or 11, and I regretted that all my life, so I never touched it again. Yet, even though I've never done anything like that, my hair was really messed up, and I'm going to explain why. So, and then you start, it starts getting messy, and then you're like, yucky, what's going on, right? You have all these like hair strands, and then it gets frizzy, and you start damaging your hair. So then you go to your hair salon, and you go to a hairstylist, and she's like, here, try these products, right? You're like, of course, you trust them. I'm going to put this product on. Or even if you don't go to the hair salon, because I was never that type of person, but you go to Walmart and you just buy whatever smells best. Or you've seen your friend use it, and, she said it was okay. So and then you try it. So then you try, let's say, an oil. You're like, oh, okay, this looks good. This is nice. And you start covering it, right? And then you try another product, and you're like, okay, this looks shiny and looks healthy and it's smooth. And then you're like, wait a minute, but my other friend said I could try this other product. She says they were amazing. And then you start putting it, right? And then you're like, okay, this is working. I'm gonna keep using it. And then you keep using it. And then, let's say this is your new beautiful hair strand, right? This is what you see, that it's healthy, that is smooth, that it's manageable, what we believe, but in reality, what we're doing to our hair strand is putting silicones and waxes and toxic ingredients to our hair. So we think it's healthy, but it really isn't. We think this is our hair, but it really isn't because it's been covered up. So then you're like, I think I want to try Monat. I'm gonna try Monat. You know, I've seen people talk about it. I've seen their experiences. I want to try it. Or my friend is using it now. Maybe I've seen her hair and it's gotten so much better. Maybe you want to do a non-toxic, vegan, you know, quality product. And you're like, I want to try Monat. Let me try Monat. And then what Monat does is it actually penetrates on your, like it, okay, so our hair has 3 layers, right? And Monat actually penetrates to the cortex of your hair. I know, crazy. When I learned that, I'm like, what? Do we even have 3 layers? Literally on our strands. So when Monat comes in, it starts cleaning out all this silicone and waxes. So this comes off. Like, ooh, okay. I'm gonna take this off. Okay, and you're like, okay, my hair is getting frizzy and it's getting dry and maybe it's getting more oily, but then Monat keeps cleaning and cleaning. And you're like, what's going on? What is this? My hair looks terrible. But then you message the girl that introduced you to Monat. You're like, girl, what's going on? My hair is a mess. Then she's like, don't worry, keep using it, just persist, don't worry, it's gonna work. You just have to be patient and trust the process, right? And you're like, okay, fine, I'm gonna continue. Then Monat keeps cleaning it. Oh, let me try and take this off. Okay, so that's happening. Let me see. Okay, I got it. And then maybe the waxes come off, and then all the toxic and the silicone and waxes, blah blah blah. And then this is your actual hair strand, right? This one right here. And you're like, whoa, that looks terrible. This is not how my hair used to be. These products don't work. They're just not for me. But then you start learning that Monat actually has 4 different ingredients that are patent, and especially our Rejuvenate oil that starts to penetrate. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna continue because maybe it will work. I know it's gonna work. I've seen before and afters. For sure it's gonna work. And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna use it. Then what happens is, because your strand, this is the one that you're, not this one, you were not born with this messed up one, but you know how it was nice and cute, and it's all messed up because everything you did. Then you started using heat, you started using strainer, you started coloring it, you started dyeing it, and then maybe you did a perm. You know, a lot of us want to, you're straight, then you do curly, and then your curly wants straight, and then you start adding all this stuff to your hair. Monat is cleaning it, you're like, it doesn't work, what's going on? And you're like, continue. Then you start with time, you start saying maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe it's getting a little stronger, or maybe when I do use heat, it gets easier to manage. You know, it doesn't take that long. So then Monat comes in and it's cleaning it, it's making it stronger, and you're being patient, and then your hair is what it used to be, right? It's pretty. So let's say it goes back to here, right? Now this is that hair strand that you were born with, and you're like, what just happened? Now what you have to do, because Monat is giving you what it needs, what your hair needs, and that's why the products are personalized, because not one shampoo is going to be for everyone. And most of the time when you start with one kit, you're going to end up changing with a different one because your hair starts changing. So, and then you have this hair, you're like, okay, what do I need to do? And this is when you have to help your hair. You know, sometimes we just don't think about it. We just do stuff to it, and that's it. Then when it's really messed up, you start thinking about it. So what you really have to do in return is, while Monat is helping you, you have to lower your heat. Why do we have to use such a high temperature on our hair? with time, it's because all of these waxes and silicones are on top of it. Now you need more heat, right? Because it won't grow, it won't stay, so you need higher. But now you need to lower it because this is your actual strand, hair strand. So it's delicate, it's sensitive. It just went through a cleanse. Now it needs to be nurtured. So you lower your heat, right? And then what you do is you, instead of washing your hair with like really, really hot water, because that used to be my problem. I love hot water, I love hot showers, so I used to like burn my hair. Now you need to do in return is tone it down, put it to warm or cool, right? Make it nicer and stronger. And then instead of when you use your towel and you just like you scrub it harsh, don't do that. You get a microfiber towel that you could get at literally what do you call it? Walmart. You can get at Walmart, and even now they have like the hair towels, and they are microfiber because of that reason, because it's gentle for your hair. It's nicer. It will help you treat it better, right? So then you do that, and then, which I thought it was crazy, I never believed before, a silk pillowcase. We tend to use cotton and it's okay, but when you use silk, it's going to be more gentle for your hair. So instead of getting all wrapped up in there, it's actually getting smooth and softer, and it's going to help heal. And you're going to help get there, right? Get better. So, another analogy that I wanted to share and that I think it's amazing is when people, what's going on? Okay, so the analogy I want to use is when you get the acrylic nails, right? I remember the first time I got them was for prom, and that was I think I only used it once or twice in my life. But you know, when you use an acrylic nail, you're putting like chemicals on your nail, and then the first few days it looks beautiful, or maybe the first week you're like, oh, you know, you feel good, you love them, and then with time it just starts growing. And then you have to like kind of peel it off, and you try to peel it off, but you can't because they're just full of chemicals. That is literally the same thing that happened to your hair with all of these toxins and silicones and waxes that you did to it, right? Now with the nail, when you take off the acrylic nail, the fake nail, what happens? You see your real nail and you're like, ooh, this looks pretty bad. And then what do? Most of the women, right, tend to, again, put it again and put acrylic nail again, which is what we did to our hair. We put one oil, one product, a different product, and it's just accumulation of toxics in there, chemicals. Now what we have is our nail. It's with time it does get damaged, right? I remember when I did that, my nails was destroyed, and I never did it again. If anything, these are my nails. Like, I don't use not even the glue nail. So what do you have to do? A lot of women with time end up deciding that they don't want to use acrylic nail anymore. And that happened to my grandma. My grandma used to be every 2 weeks at the salon getting her hair and nails done. With time, she getting older, she realized that that wasn't helping her. So you just quit and you give up. Now you have your natural nails, and what do? You have to help your nails, right? You have to file them. You have to put like a specific kind of nail polish that could help it grow and stay stronger. You have to maybe even take vitamins for it now, because there are vitamins for that. And now what I use is our Rejuvenate oil. I actually apply it to my nail because they were tending to break much easier before. So then I put my clear nail polish and the oil, so it helps it. So that's the same analogy for your hair. You went through a process before that you liked, you didn't know, and then now you wanted to change to all natural. That's exactly how Monat works. So my reasoning for explaining this is because, you know, when you first try Monat and your hair is going through that transition, a lot of women don't go through it, and that's great, but a lot of us do, and I personally did. what I want to let you know is that everyone is different. It just depends how your hair is, how your hairstyle, how your follicle is. But what I'm here to say is, like, you have to continue. You have to persist. You have to try one thing. You have to try the shampoo. And if you're going through, let's say, now, you know, you were oily, but now you're more oily, then that is good. That means Monat is cleansing. It's doing its job. It's doing what it's supposed to do. But we don't grow up, you know, being taught that's what a shampoo is supposed to do, you know. We just use it because it cleans our hair and that's it. But Monat is actually an anti-aging hair care company. The products are for that. We are the #1 company in the world that does this for a reason. So I hope this is clear, and I hope you understand it. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And if you still don't understand, either way, I could explain it one more time. Just think about your nails and see how that makes complete sense. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you have gone through that process when you loved your nails and you're just like, no, now I want to keep my natural nails because this is not working out. So anyway, any questions, let me know, and I hope this helps you guys. Have a nice day.